We're talking about Yakuza 3 again, and this time it's kinda good and kinda bad, it depends how you look at it, and the late PlayStation Classic. So, the head of PlayStation recently said that a PlayStation Classic is in the planning stages, so that means by the end of the year, we may get a classic PlayStation, similar to the NES and SNES Classic. I kinda hope it's both PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, because let's be honest here, the only good exclusives on PlayStation 1 was Metal Gear Solid, Bushido, Crash, and Spyro. That's it. So unless they want to load it with a ton of boring games and then every single Tomb Raider, then they're going to need to include a plethora of PlayStation 2 games, like Jak and Daxter, Ratchet & Clank, Sly Cooper, Metal Gear Solid, Red Faction, Yakuza, Red Revolver, Onimusha, Katamari, Ape Escape, Devil May Cry, God Hand, and really anything that was exclusive would work because there's no such thing as a bad PlayStation 2 game. Now, with the Yakuza, it depends how you look at it, whether it's good or bad. So the game is losing some of its original voice actors for the Yakuza 3 remaster, and having gameplay altered to meet modern standards. But to me, it seems like a welcome change, but everyone I told so far seems to think it's bad, which is why I titled it the way it did, so feel free to feel however you want about it. So some of the voice actors who did a really poor job, Sega chose not to reuse and recasted them, which I'm okay with because it's not like any of us have played Yakuza 3 recently enough to even notice the voice changes, because it's going to be the side quest voices and other insignificant characters that get a new voice, and you know, like I said, none of us have played it recently enough to even notice, so I think that's fine. The gameplay is being altered as well, but very minimally, at least I don't think it's a big deal, but others do, and that's okay. But here's what Sato had to say about it. In addition to the resignation of some of the voice actors and performance of others, there are no changes in the game's storyline, system, and battles, which brings an authentic experience. However, Yakuza 3 was a work that was launched in 2009. Some of the content was okay at the time, when taken from a certain point of view, but that content may not be very good with today's view on what's moral and ethical. You know, Japan's general social atmosphere has also changed a lot in recent years, so there have been a very slight change in the game's depiction of performances to match the change in today's current moral values and judgment standards. So far, all that's been noticeable change that we have noticed that they've shown us so far is that Kiryu won't be smoking, which is good, because going back to how current moral values and judgment standards are, if you smoke, if you vape, or if you juul in 2018, then you are viewed as a beta male unless you're in high school, because for some reason high school kids think that's cool. I don't understand, it's stupid, no adult understands, but hey, whatever. So you are viewed as a beta male if you do that stuff. So I guess in an effort to keep Kiryu having his alpha presence, then they're removing his smoking, so that's good. There's also a rumor that some hostess will have a different dialogue, so Kiryu can be funnier. I don't know if that's true, but I saw it online and I thought I would note it. And speaking of hostess, we also know that there are going to be 2 new hostess in the game, and there's going to be a ton of more stuff available, and the American release will most likely be getting every single thing that the Japanese release is getting, so where the game is being altered very slightly in Japan, and the American edition, it's like getting a whole new game if you didn't play the Japanese version, because like 20 to 30% of the game was cut out initially when the game was brought over in 2010, so now you get to enjoy the game in its entirety, and I think that's pretty cool that Sega is fixing their past mistakes with the remasters. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. What did you think of the news today? Also, before I go, I need to let you know, Mega Man 11 is coming out October 2nd, 2018 on the PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. And with that being said, my name is CRUZANDO, try not to die, and I will see you in the next video.